Hey guys, welcome to another review, and it's April 1st, which means it's April Fool's Day, but I can assure you what's in this box is definitely no April Fool's prank. Uh, you may have heard me if you've been in the chats of some of the live streams that I bought a second locomotive along with the BNSF FP45 that I reviewed in another video. And for you UP guys, I think you're going to enjoy this video because what's in this box is a UP engine, but it's not any UP engine because today we're reviewing the Athearn Genesis Union Pacific SD70ACE, decorated as number 1111, the Powered by Our People, as the Powered by Our People unit. So, without further ado, what do you say we get this sucker out of the box and take a look at this very colorful engine? Hang on just a second, we'll be right back. Okay, real quick before I unbox this thing, I just wanted to show you the box this locomotive comes in. It's definitely not your standard Athearn Genesis box. This is a specially decorated box just for this locomotive. Athearn has done this with, I believe, some of the other specialty UP engines as well. This, of course, being the box for the 1111. As you can see, has the large Powered by Our People. The insignia here with the Courage to Care and Union Pacific. Of course, you got your famous Union Pacific logo right here. And then I believe this is Spanish is what this spike is written in. I'm not totally sure on that, and I'm not going to try to pronounce those words because I know I'll butcher them, but but anyway, we'll zoom in and let you guys get a look at that right there at that insignia just real quick. So there's that. There's the UP shield. Very colorful box. And then, of course, up here on top, you have your Powered by Our People. And then right here in the corner, you have the Athearn Genesis logo right there. So let you guys get a look at the side of it there. So there's that. There's the end right there. Let me turn the light on where it's a little brighter. There we go. So there's that. And there's the other side. So, okay. And one other thing about this box, it's very, like all the Athearn Genesis boxes, are very sturdy. They'll protect the engine very well in storage and transport. We'll go ahead and open this box up. Let you guys get a look at the innards of this thing. Something I don't typically do is unbox these engines. I do that off camera, but special unit, I figure it deserves a little extra special treatment. So, but anyway, here's your exploded parts diagram. You got some information here about the warranty here. You got this limited warranty right here. You basically just fill it out right here, and that takes care of the warranty in case anything happens to this engine. Of course, write your model number down, description, date of purchase, and so on. Then, of course, your mailing information. So there's that. And we got some more documentation here with the Tsunami 2 statements. So there's that. Of course, you got your familiar email sign up newsletter right here, where you get your newsletters in your emails. So there's that, and of course the Athearn Operator's Manual with the Tsunami 2's quick start guide. So there's all the documentation there. Got a little foam cover here, and of course inside we have the locomotive itself. And boy howdy, this is a very, very colorful engine. We'll go ahead and slide it out here real quick. I'm gonna lay that down because that foam's trying to come out with it. We don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna set that right there. Okay, the engine is now out of the box. You see it's wrapped in the familiar plastic clamshell right here. Just you basically take this slide cover off. Let me see if I can get it to come off here. Well, it apparently does not want to come off, so oh, okay, well, let's push it out that way. Alright, so there's your slide cover coming off like that. Of course, you see your plastic clamshell, and you basically just open this end up like that, raise it up, and you've got your engine out. Of course, it's got the slick paper here on top, right here, to protect it from scratches. So, yeah, let's go ahead and set this bad boy out. Right now, like I said, I typically don't unbox these things on camera, but I figured this is a special unit. It deserves kind of a little extra special treatment, so we'll take these let's see. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take these handrail protectors out to save time off camera, so bear with me. We'll be right back in just a second. All right, we're back now. We got the handrail protectors off so you could see all the nice, colorful images on the side of this engine. Boy, hey, there's a lot to get to, so let's not mess around. Let's get right to it. So let's do the usual. Let's start up here at the front. Right here. We'll come around here. Bear with me for the wild ride here. So I'll turn that down just like that. We'll zoom in on this guy here. And we'll just start right here like we do usually, right here at the front pilot. You got your rubber MU hoses right here. You can see right there, they got a little bit of give to them right there. There's your brake hose right there. Pull that ink pen part in. But there's your brake hose right there. More MU cables. Nice looking ditch lights here on the front. Looks really, really nice. And by the way, these are LED headlights, I might add, which is always a really nice touch. Your front handrails all look nice and straight. Looks really nice. You got your McHenry coupler there. If you've seen my past videos, I don't think I need to go into rehashing that, but just in case you haven't, just a word to the wise: if you decide to pull heavy trains with this locomotive, or really any Athearn Genesis engine, I would suggest getting rid of these McHenry couplers and putting some type of a KD coupler on it, be it the number 5, the 158 if you want the more scale appearance, or some of these engines had a drop shelf type E coupler, which you can make using the KD 119 couplers, and I'll actually do a video on making those couplers at a later date. So you'll see how that's done. It's really simple. You'll have no trouble making these couplers. So anyway, moving on, we got your coupler cut levers right here with the wide ends. Looks very, very nice. Front pilot looks good. Let's come up here to the top and look. Got your UP Shield logo right here with the wings. Very, very nice. You got the nose door right there, which, by the way, is correct. UP does not have a window on their nose doors. So that's actually correct for UP. I believe BNSF does have a window on their engines, if I remember correctly. So I ought to be able to remember that as much as I see their stuff. But anyway, moving on. Grab irons right here. Maybe a little difficult to see because they're the same color as the nose section here, but you might can make them out right there. The grab irons runs down the front of the nose. You got some right here. Another one right there, if my phone will focus. Yeah. There's one there, one right there. And of course you got the ladders right there. So very, very nice. So we'll come down the side of this engine now. look it over. One word of the wise, this is actually not a Genesis 2.0 SD70ACE. Those are coming out at a later date. This is just a standard Athearn Genesis model. This locomotive actually got upgraded to a Genesis 2.0. I believe those will be out sometime this summer. I will try to eventually get one. I really want to get a BNSF one. And we might bring this guy back and compare this standard Genesis model to the Genesis 2.0. That might be a fun video to do. So we might do that in the future. So anyway, moving on, you got the nice grill detail right here. Looks very, very nice. The American flag right here with the pictures of the workers right here. Just absolutely stunning. Of course, you got the Powered by Our People right here, the UP logo. Of course, this engine has its road number right here on the nose, which is correct also. And of course, you see the PTC antenna arrays. Looks very, very nice. We'll fly over the top of this engine before we test it, where you guys can get a look at it. Of course, you got your piping. It runs just above the fuel tank here. You got your sanding lines right here. Right here. I'll zoom in on that where you guys can get a look at that. Also being that, just for the word of the wise, just knowing that this is just a standard Genesis model, it will not have lighted number boards. That will come with the Genesis 2.0 model. But anyway, moving along. Truck details very, very nice on this model. A lot of nice separately applied details here with the brake cylinders, the piping. The molded detail is very crisp and looks very, very nice. The grill detail, like I mentioned before, all looks nice. You got your cab windows here, sunshade here. Of course, there might be a better look at the antennas. You got your windshield wipers right there on the cab. There's your printed number boards, your high mounted headlight right there. Again, LED headlights right there. Very, very nice. So I'll zoom back out. We'll come down the side of this engine here. Look at the fuel tank details. And this very, very colorful paint scheme. Just absolutely stunning. This is not an easy paint scheme to recreate. The fact they pulled this off and did it this good, this is really something. It looks absolutely stunning on this engine. So anyway, handrails all appear to be nice and straight, look really nice. I can't really see any issues on this side here. Looks very good. Of course, there's a look at the fuel tank right there. You got your fuel filler nozzle right there, your sight gauge right there, and of course, as I mentioned before, the piping. We'll come down towards the rear of this engine. Got, of course, the famous flared radiators. That's so iconic with the SD70ACE, and these two large cooling fans right here, which are see-through, by the way. And then you got your rear grills right here, which I believe are also see-through. Yeah, I think these are see-through. Let's see if we can get a look at that and see if we can see anything. Honestly, I can't tell if those are see-through or not, but they appear like they are. It may not be able to see completely through the engine because of the speakers may be located back here, but they do appear to be see-through. But anyway, it all looks very, very good. Of course, there's your dynamic brake fan right there on top. You notice this little red bracket that sticks out from the back of the engine. Originally, these SD70ACEs were actually built to have two horns on them. They would have, they would have this air horn right here, which I believe is a K5, an Athearn K5 air horn. Somebody might can correct me on that and make sure I'm telling that right. But anyway, they have the 5-chime horn right here. And of course, on the rear would actually be where another set of air horns would mount on the rear of this engine, where if they had to back up, they would be able to sound that horn when they were making reverse moves. But none of these ever got it, and eventually this bracket was done away with on later models. So, wow, my phone is not liking what I'm doing here. Let's see. Okay, let's try that now. Okay, you got your rear grab irons right here on the rear. Again, looks very, very nice. Lots of grab irons right here. We'll turn it around, let you get a look at the rear. Excuse my arms for being in the way, so we'll go over here to the rear, and I'm going to have to kind of do this. So again, you got your MU cables right here. It's a little difficult to see on this end, but you got your brake hose right there, more MU cables, your McHenry coupler on the rear. Got some grab irons right here, right there, right there. Your coupler cut lever again on the rear. Again, the rear handrails look nice and straight, looks really good. Come up here to the top, you got this seal right here, which, by the way, is on that box. This is the same seal that you saw when we looked at the box here. I know my phone's kind of not playing nice, but let's see if we can zoom in on it here. Yeah, there it is. So that's the same seal that you saw on the box. Looks very, very good. Rear headlight, again, LEDs. Come up here, you see that horn bracket right there. Sand filler hatch. You see the dynamic brake fan right there. Of course, you got the 111 numbers on there. So there's the rear of that engine. Of course, one thing I forgot to mention too, step details are very, very nicely done with the white accent stripes, both the front and rear steps. Let's spin this guy around, take a look at the other side. I'll carefully set down here on the track. All right, let's zoom out and take a look at this side here. Again, absolutely stunning on this side too. You can see the windshield wipers here. We'll zoom in on the front here. Again, you got your windshield wipers here, your grab irons. You see the nice printed number boards. Looks very, very nice. Again, step details. There they are. Step details look very nice with the white accent stripes. You see the F right there designating this as the front of the locomotive. You see the watch your step decal right there, which is really cool. Lots of fine printed labeling right here, which is, I believe, readable under magnification. You see some more of these labels right here along the side of the engine. There's the bell right there. Looks very nice. There's your air filters. More piping here. Sand filler lines, brake cylinders, the air piping for them. Truck details very nicely done. So we'll zoom back out on this. Again, there's your American flag right there. Looks very good. We'll come down the side of this engine, the engineer side. Pretty much same story, second verse. A lot of nice detail. Got this nice looking detail here. There's the air cylinders, or the air tanks right there. Whoop, right here, right here. Very nicely done. Handrails again, nice and straight on this side as well. Come down here to the rear section where the radiator is. Zoom in on that. Of course, you got your brake wheel right here. Again, see-through rear radiator grills. Grab iron here. Step details are very, very nicely done. I don't know if you can see that, but right there is actually a step light right there. Looks really cool right there. So, really neat. Of course, you got a grab iron right here. Of course, you can see the rear detailing on the rear pilot there. So let's take this out and fly over the top of it. Take a look at the top side of this engine. So we'll start here at the rear and work our way to the front. Of course, you see the dynamic brake fan right there. And one of the cooling fans with the really nice looking conduit, the little piping right here, or wires that goes to the fan. Looks very, very nice. Of course, you see the fan blades inside. Very cool. Okay, we'll come across the top here and you see just absolutely beautiful. This red and yellow and dark gray stripe with the red and 5-chime air horn. Looks really good. Of course, it comes down here, the exhaust hatch as well. Also see-through. Very, very nice. You can see the walkway tread right there. Now, I believe the 2.0 70ACE is going to have some updated walkway tread, which I believe, if I remember correctly, it's going to be see-through, is what I understand. So that might be interesting to look at when that engine eventually comes out. I am going to try to get one of those, as I mentioned before. So we'll probably compare these two, but we'll come up here towards the front. Of course, you see the power by our people on the top right there. There's that PTC antenna. Looks very, very nice. Of course, you can see on the nose the sand filler hatches. The grab irons on the nose. Looks very, very nice. So, okay, folks, that'll take a look at the overall review of this locomotive. This absolutely stunning model. But what do you say we take this thing out to the layout and see how she runs and sounds? Hang on just a second. We'll be right back and we'll wrap this video up with the sound and performance test. All right, we're back here on the layout now, and we're going to do the sound and motor test on this locomotive. So we'll go ahead and plug up our DCC controller here. Of course, you hear it going through the startup sequence right there. Boy, this thing sounds good. Sounds as good as it looks. Alright, let's turn the light off and we'll start by turning the headlights on. That way you can kind of see them in action. So we'll do that by pressing F0. And there's that controller going through two functions at once. So let's see, F6 should turn on the ditch lights. No, I didn't do it. Let's try F5. There we go. And boy, look at that. I mean, that's nice and bright. Looks really good. Very, very nicely done headlights, if I do say so myself. So, okay, we'll hit F1. Of course, that turns on the bell. Correct steel bell sound right there. We'll blow the horn. That's a nice sounding horn. Of course, F2 is the long toot. F3 is short. Very, very nice. So let's take this thing forward and see how it does. We'll put speed step 1. And you can see we're moving at speed step 1. Very nice and slow. A little bit of jerkiness to it, but that's kind of a staple of the Tsunami decoders. It may work itself out after the engine runs in a little bit and breaks in. But we'll go ahead and move it to speed step 2, and you see it just smooths right out at speed step 2 and just moves very, very smoothly. Speed step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You hear the prime mover notch up right there. So we'll stop it right there. We'll put it in reverse. And again, rear headlight nice and bright. Looks very, very good on this engine. So we'll go ahead and back it up. And F4 is the dynamic brakes, so we'll go ahead and put it in dynamic brakes. Dynamic brakes sound very good on this engine. Of course, you press F4 to shut off the dynamic brakes. I gotta tell you, this is a stunning engine. Beautifully detailed, beautiful runner. I think we did all right, folks. So that'll take care of the review of this engine. We do hope you enjoyed it. We'll go ahead and leave you with a run by on this thing. So let's go ahead and... Okay, we're coupled to our train now. So we're going to go ahead and leave you with a run by. Like I said, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe and drop me a comment. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll have more reviews coming in the near future. Got some cool stuff coming. So yeah, I got a lot to look forward to there. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and let this thing make a lap or two on the layout, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, all. Bye for now.